coming home, I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming.
Welcome back to Wilso Productions, and today I'm going to bring you a new movie review. A film I happened to just go see. It wasn't one I intended to go see, but it was just I had the opportunity to go see it, so I thought I'd go see it. Valerian, the City of 1,000 Planets, is directed by Luc Besson, and it also stars Cara Delevingne and Dane DeHaan, along with Rihanna, which is interesting to know. So the film is based in this building space station called Alpha. It just shows you that there's this race of people coming together, building a civilization on this big old space station called Alpha. It's pretty much like a planet, like a city, but we're full of like 1,000 of these different planet people from different space times and from different galaxies. Yeah, and it was very interesting kind of in that start. The main part of the story is you see that there's a destruction of this planet called Mule, and along the way you meet the agents of Valerian and Agent Laureline, who are contracted by the government in order to get this, to recover this stolen goods or whatever it was, and they take it back to the government agency, where they find out that they have an extra mission to do on Alpha, that there's this radioactive place, and they need to terminate all the living life forms there. So that's just a crux of the story. I don't really want to explain too much because I don't want to spoil the story if you are interested in this story. It's mainly just a story about two agents on this mission to recover whatever stolen items, and then terminate some life forms on this big space planet called Alpha. So what did I think of Valerian? I have to just come out and say, if you are going to just critique this film on CGI alone, you would give this film a 10 out of 10. In my opinion alone. I feel like the CGI design, the art design, just the colors and the palettes they used for some of the scenes they used was just beautiful. You cannot get any better CGI than this, and better designed CGI. It's very interesting, it's very eye-opening, and it looks great. But, in saying that, there is a big downside in the characters. The two main characters are just not hitting in their notes, except for maybe Cara Delevingne, who I found was the stronger performer in this film, whereas I found Dane DeHaan, although he is very good in other films, I didn't like him in this role. He was supposed to be a badass in this role. He didn't really come off to me as that, except for some scenes where I'm like, yeah, I can accept that, but even his personality, I couldn't buy it. I just didn't buy the chemistry he had with Cara Delevingne. It was just mixed. I didn't really understand it. Even the humor that is used at times just comes off a bit flat and just a bit like, you okay, you tried a joke there and wasn't that funny? I don't know, guys. So that was just my little noticing of this film. Like, this film just shows off how good a CGI is, but unfortunately, in many opinions, if your CGI, it does not come up to on par with the characters that you portray, if they don't mix and match, then this film is not going to hold its weight in gold. Unfortunately, this is what happens in this film. The film has the best CGI, but just not the best acting, not the best portrayals of just the chemistry of the two characters that are supposed to be the main characters are just not as good. I just didn't like the chemistry as much. I didn't feel like it was strong chemistry. You just know when the characters just get along really well and the chemistry is just on par with each other. This just does not live up to expectations, guys. The trailer, however, just itself just shows how good the CGI looks, and it shows how impressive the CGI is and how well they did. Like I said, guys, if you gave a score from just CGI, costume design, art design, maybe even some of the music, you probably would give this film a high in the 9s and 10s. Unfortunately, the story is just not there, guys. It is there, but the characters are just there just to, like, be forgotten. Like, just the chemistry between the two main characters is probably my biggest complaint out of all the things I can complain about this film. Just that, I just don't think it was Dane DeHaan's best role I've ever seen him in, and the story itself wasn't all that interesting. So, do I recommend this film to go watch? If you wanted to go watch this film for like cheap on a cheap Tuesday, maybe. If you wanted to rent it on DVD, yeah, perhaps. But for an $18 price movie ticket, probably not. I don't recommend this film for you at all. So I'm going to give Valerian, the City of a Thousand Planets, a 6 out of 10. It's a above average film with good moments at times. You will enjoy the film, but unfortunately the chemistry of the two characters just doesn't make that film that much more greater than it is. The CGI is great, but sometimes you can have the best CGI but not the best acting, and I think that they needed better acting in this film. Alright, thank you again for tuning into Wilso Productions. I hope you enjoyed this movie review of Valerian City of a Thousand Planets. If you did, hit that like on that video, and don't forget, if you enjoy my content, please subscribe, as it always helps me. Stay tuned. Stay tuned in a week's time, guys. I'll be away for a week, so stay tuned for me to do some more work afterwards. I'll let you know when I'll be back and what projects I'll be bringing out next. See you again, guys. Bye.